Hello, my name is David Walicki. I'm the Executive Director of the South Carolina Waterfowl Association, and I'd like to welcome you out to our 410-acre Wildlife Education Center. This is the home of Camp Leopold. Camp Leopold is an exciting new school year outdoor education program that exists to get kids back in touch with the land, get them outside, get them excited about nature, help them to learn about our ecosystem, about our renewable resources. We're here to do that, to work with teachers across the state, to work with children across the state, to make a difference. We've got some great people that run this program. Epaul, our education director. We've got Jim Koenig, who has over 30 years of experience in environmental education, who has designed a phenomenal curriculum for 4th to 7th grade youngsters who can come out here and learn about the land and learn about nature. We need you out here. We need you to come to Camp Leopold and share the excitement.
Camp Leopold to me is going to be one of those places where kids are going to discover the outdoors, and our staff is going to do the best they can to give them skills that they can take away from this experience, where they can see nature for what it is, and then also see nature where they live for what it is. And so those skills to me are important. They're important to everybody who loves nature like I do, but also folks who maybe spend most of their time in the city but know that this is here and they can experience whenever they had the opportunity. So my job is to allow people to experience it through the eyes of a biologist, or through the eyes of someone like Aldo Leopold, who saw this whole place as everything needed to be taught. The insects, the trees, the water, the salinity of the water, pH of the water, all that was important because it's all important to all these creatures that call this home. So as a program, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try our best to teach those skills that Aldo Leopold wanted everyone to have, and that's sensing the outdoors, sensing what wildlife's going to do next, being able to make decisions as to how to care for it in the best way we can, because we're educated. And education leads to really neat discoveries. And so children can be scientists. Even though they're not a scientist by degree, they're a scientist by how they look at the property and look at the land and look at each component of it. Camp Leopold is a comfortable place to come. The kids are going to be housed in these beautiful cabins and get to look at the waterfowl on the lake. But we're also going to take them out of that comfort zone by immersing them in mud and wetland areas that we have here. And that's a learning experience in itself. They're going to break down some of the fears that they have of maybe a wetland's not that scary a place after all. And that's because they've experienced it firsthand. Remember, what are we?
A mammal.
Why are we a mammal?
Because we have hair.
We have hair. What do we feed our babies?
Milk.
Milk, all right? Is in here. And so we've got several different kinds that actually inhabit this place. Now what I want you to do is scrape up a can of fish like this, pick them up.
It's a snail!
Camp Leopold is one of the most beautiful settings that I could imagine. The camp facilities are fantastic. The bunkhouses are rustic but nice, and the kids have had an absolutely wonderful time.
Well, I think just getting the kids outdoors in general, you always kind of see a change over their, just their behavior. They get excited, they see things differently, and just letting kids experience rather than telling them, you know, in front of the, I can sit in front of a smart board or give them notes, or we can open a book as much as we want, but when they start experiencing it, it stays with them longer.
I think Camp Leopold has a lot more benefits than a normal traditional classroom would in teaching the children a lot of science topics and environment topics, because the children are out in nature, really getting hands-on, seeing things firsthand instead of looking in a textbook, and I think that that gives them a better experience with those kind of topics.
Well, Camp Leopold, it's named after Aldo Leopold, who was an environmentalist. And so it kind of explains what it's about. It's about connecting yourself to nature, getting used to nature, learning about nature, and learning how to use it wisely.
I think kids should come here because it's just a great way to connect to nature because you get so close to the animals. And like she said, it's actually it's named after an environmentalist, Aldo Leopold, and I think they should really follow his footsteps of connecting with nature so much.
You can see that it's a land frog because it is blending in with the ground.
Like I've seen so many things. Like I always thought nature was like just trees and like flowers. There's actually so much more than that. There's so many things like that I've never seen before that are really cool. Last night we did a star walk and that was pretty cool because I got to see constellations that I never really knew before. Well, I've seen a bunch of ducks and I think it's really cool. It's way different than, well, I live in Charleston and it's a whole different ecosystem out here and it's really cool. We see a bunch of different plants and animal life.
This is a millet field that we had planted and the birds are really coming in here using it. See, we're flooding it in October. So this is the first, crop that these birds have found in this part of the country for their, their flyway. What do you think this one is? Very good. It's a green-head mallard. He is the boy. He's the male. As you can see, we have so much to offer here at the Wildlife Education Center's Camp Leopold. To be able to take a curriculum like Aldo Leopold, the father of ecology and wildlife management, to be able to take his curriculum and bring it outside, introduce it to the youth of today, and let them put their hands on this stuff, and to get out here can turn them into greater naturalists and greater outdoor enthusiasts. It teaches them to learn the outdoors, everything on the ground floor, all the way up to the canopies of the trees. They will truly be greater people for understanding places like this.
But I could hear the one that was laughing, was kind of doing the quack, 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 quack. Do not put that on there.
That's where it's at. Oh, these, I like these. I could rock these.
It's okay.
That's not a cartwheel.
Mine won. I won.
No.
Woohoo! I don't think it's that bug spray that's making you dizzy.
Sit down with it.
Kind of like an insult.
Oh, that's where we
That was awesome.